Char, do you ever go shopping with a friend and want to look like she looks?
All the time.
Yep. So whether you're shopping online or shopping in a store, I think one of the guidelines is be yourself because everybody else is taken.
Yep. And I think you and I see this more and more because we see women of all shapes and sizes in the same clothes, but you really get a sense for that this looks great on a certain kind of person, whether it's their style, their body shape, their size, whatever. And like I do that now instinctively. I'll say, try this on because I think it will look good on you. And they may have not gotten to know their own style, their own self yet. And so that they may kind of push back and be surprised when they try it on.
So I think one of the best ways to get to know your own style is to develop a Pinterest board. I have just started doing this. Have you done it?
I have. Yep.
It's a great way, pulling pictures of things that you like, and pretty soon you start to see real trends develop. Snapping pictures when you go to a store, snapping pictures of an outfit that looks really terrific on somebody. Those are great ways to be able to develop that sense of style together with just carrying a notebook and jotting things down.
Right. And just recognize that you're going to figure out your own personal trends, but they're going to keep evolving. And I know you and I have done several other videos that you could look back on to think about your fashion style or your fashion personality.
Yep. Yeah. And I do think a lot of times we fall victim to the trends, even though I think as years go by, I am less victim of a trend. But these shoes that we have on here showing, those are a trend, not necessarily for my age group, but we can fall victim to those kinds of things. So if everybody's wearing those, you really have to look at it and decide, is it really what you're comfortable in, or are you doing it because somebody else is wearing them? So It's nice to develop an instead of plan. Like instead of chunky high top sneakers, I would like these shoes. Keep it written down, keep it in your mind. Those kinds of things help you to just solidify your style and maybe avoid wearing something like these high top sneakers, which I have worn these, but it's been a while.
Yep. I think also just recognizing that you want to shop for both neutrals and the non-neutrals, and they should take up different space in your closet or in your plan. So you want to make sure that you have those 80% of your closet kind of items that are neutrals, that are seasonless, and that they're things that you're going to wear over and over again. And then spice it up with some basics like cutouts and special design features, maybe leopard print, which honestly, I put that in the neutral bucket in my head.
So do I. I think animal prints have become a neutral. I think they're so standard. They're really fun and they're fun to work with. Just, don't mix a ton of them.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So another thing to really kind of solidify your plan is to think about, will I wear this in a year from now? And that really helps you kind of pick out whether it's a classic or a spicy piece for your wardrobe.
Well, I think that's really important. And then I think the next important one is even more so. If I had no clue what Char was wearing or anybody else that I emulate their style, would I buy this? I think sometimes we become so victim to what everybody else is doing.
And then taking a step back and saying, where am I going to wear this to? And I just did that recently. I found a great, beautiful designer top at a thrift store, and it was only $34, but I have not worn it yet because, well, partially maybe because of the pandemic, but it's even too fancy to wear to work if I was going to the office. So it probably wasn't worth the $35 that I spent on it.
Yeah, it's all about making a decision whether it's going to work for us for a while or for a short time.
Yep. And then here's another last just tip when you're looking at something online or when you're shopping is, can you mentally make 3 outfits out of it? Because, well, if you can't,
it's probably not going to make you look good.
And probably not going to make you feel good.
And you may not do good.